Welcome back to the Tell Me Anything podcast, where we cover topics such as business, current events, and just building a community. And really whatever else we decide to talk about, right? So it's your host, myself, Timbo Allday, joined today by Young Third, 3RD. He'll be joining in 1 second. And Caliber TV wasn't able to make it today. So do us a favor, right? If you enjoy the game we spit and how we talk our shit, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. This way, you're going to know when we go live, when we post a new video, a short, whatever it is, right? So, with that said and done, I guess I'll start with my praise report. Um, this praise report for me, y'all, is going to be quite simple, right? And what I mean by that is I was able to make it through my workout today, right? And what I mean is fully make it through, walk through, get everything done. 12 exercises bright and early in the morning. And why that's so important is because without health, we're nothing, right? Life is too short for us to really have a time to play around, for us to anything, right? And so, with that said, yeah, that's my praise report so far. We got a pretty dope show for you guys today. It's also going to be a short show, right? So, some of the things we're going to talk about is the correlation between gangs and business, as well as, yeah, just code switching and the California, blah, blah, blah. How do I say that again? Basically, the California open carry and touch on a little bit about what's going on in Iraq and Minneapolis, is it? I'm not sure.
Minneapolis. I don't give a fuck about your folks from Minneapolis. Bronx, New York, shit happens.
So yeah, praise report.
Shoot, man. I'm gonna have to jack calibers. Nah.
Cause he ain't here.
Shit, man. Praise report. It might be a new position opening up that I've been wanting to open up. I'm gonna be talking with some people about that next week, hopefully. My other praise report is that I just got dedicated to not saying so much once we go live. But yeah, thank you. We got a live audience in here. No, my real praise report. This is my real praise report. My real praise report is this. Nobody had anybody get inside of the live chat and say that they bought them there. Why is that your real praise report? Because I don't have to give out any of the money for the podcast.
Hey, a win is a win.
Hey,
a win is a win.
Money for having somebody come in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's money. That's all money in. I'm on my nip shit. I'm all money in now. And yeah, I ain't got to give out nothing thanks to that.
Hell yeah, dog. So I mentioned what we're going to talk about.
Business first.
What's that? Business first?
First things first. Business
yeah,
first.
You want to start with yours or mine? Because I think we both shared two topics or two videos that are very similar. We'll start with yours. I think yours will then tie into mine.
Right, I got it.
Oh no, wrong button.
I had an extra Riverside tab open.
4 young men broke into Shadir Sanders' home. They stole about $200,000 worth of stuff. So there's a psychologist by the name of Abraham Maslow. He talks about poverty. He calls certain things the hierarchy of needs. When you're stuck at the bottom, you focus on food, shelter, and safety. You can't think about self-actualization. You can't think strategy. You just react. But here's what they don't tell you. The same desperation that makes you break into a house That's organizational power if you redirect it. The same for men. They were already organized, four people, coordinated, executed a plan, got in, got out. That's a team. But they used that power for the wrong product. Companies like Schlaw, Kwikset, Medeco, Yale, they pay people to test their locks. It's called penetration testing. Security consulting is a $1 billion industry. You got pass an alarm. Perfect. ADT, Simply Safe, Green, Vivint. They need people who think like criminals to show them where their blind spots are. They hire former burglars as consultants. You coordinated four people to execute a plan under pressure. That's project management. That's logistics. That's operations. You could be working for Brinks. You're not missing the skill, you're missing the vision. There's a sociologist by the name of William Julius Wilson who wrote about structural inequality, where it creates criminal innovation. But that same innovation is transferable. I'll never forget about a classmate of mine. He did time. He told me about this white guy in prison with him for a white collar crime. This guy looked at black men running numbers in prison, organizing, strategizing inside. And he said, this white guy told him, you people leave me in awe. You got everything. You just got the wrong product. And that stayed with me because he was right. The system teaches you to think like a consumer, to take, to steal, to hustle for crumbs. I'm here to teach you to think like a producer. Write this part down. Poor thinking. I need money now, so I'm breaking into the house. Poor thinking, POUR. I have skills, I have a team, I have organizational power. How do I turn this into a business? You can produce the locks no one can break. You can produce the doors no one can get through. You can produce the security systems that protect wealth instead of stealing it. You don't have to create anything from scratch. You can reach out to every lock company and provide consult. Because who wants $1 million house with a door that anyone can break into? Think. Sell your knowledge to the people trying to stop criminals. Partner with the college guy who is building a security system. Go from poor, POOR, powerless, overworked, owned, and replaceable, into poor, POUR, which means powerful, organized, unexploitable, and resourceful. I'm here to save you 10 years of sweat equity. I turn followers into leaders. I'm Madam President with a Z, and I am 100% politically incorrect. And if you're prepared to think outside of the box, comment think. I want to help you with that. Okay, I need you to hear me out. Four young men broke into Dear Sanders' home.
So go follow one Madam President, y'all. She
Yeah,
she dropped some gems for you.
shout
Okay, we're
her
gonna
out,
send her a
yo.
link. She's on Instagram. We have it right here. I'll probably put that in the description. Right.
Yeah. Shout her out for that because at first, when I first clicked on this, I was like, she better not be defending these niggas. Let me see another motherfucker trying to defend these niggas just because we all black. But then as I started to listen to it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is a cautionary tale. They're already going with the wind. For the next pack of niggas who think that thinking like this is the way to go, she like, yo, let me give you a little alternative. You thinking in the right way, but you're
Mm-hmm.
doing the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I wanted to talk about this because you want to play this one first because this goes like
Yeah.
along with it.
let
Yeah,
me let me tie in something that I want to say onto her topic, right? Yeah,
yeah.
she's had some good things, but here's the thing with most of our communities. We don't know. We don't know. Right? So that what she just gave us is hindsight. Yes, it could probably help a couple other people, but it couldn't have helped them. But
That's what I said. Like she's like they're a wash. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
But
maybe there's some others who could come out and
yeah,
they could
like
help.
now it's a what's up, babe? I'm live right
If
now.
gangs were registered as an LLC, they would outperform half of Silicon Valley. The streets already run a Fortune 500 operation.
Cap.
Hierarchy, logistics, territory, recruitment, loyalty, enforcement, and brand identity. The only difference? Paperwork and profit. Every set already knows how to move resources, manage people, and scale under pressure. Flags become franchises, sets become sectors, corners become corporation, plug talk become supply chains, drops become deliveries, taxes become profit shares, numbers become margins, and ops become operations. Look at what the streets already master before any business school has. Risk tolerance, rapid decision making, negotiating under threats, enforcing contracts, adapting under pressure. Silicon Valley calls it innovation. The hood calls it survival. The only thing missing, a business model that captures value. Don't dismantle the structure, convert it. Don't neutralize the talent, monetize it. The streets MBA is earned, not accredited. The blueprint has already been written in the blocks, corner, and the set. The streets already built the company. Now it's time to take the boardroom seat. American Felon TV. Watch the comeback. If gangs were
Also, go follow American Felon TV. He's got
Right.
some gems as well. But yeah, there we go, man. Two, we both found two videos that were on the same topic, which I think originally was kind of what we planned for our channel to be about, right? Is taking hood knowledge and expanding on it, right? So, like us, most versus a lot of people, we never, how do I say this? We kind of always seen that vision, right? That you could take the hood and you could take the homies that you've grown up with all this time and move it into something positive, or at least some, and still be yourself, right?
Right.
So
Yeah, like I hate to be so pessimistic. I was listening to that. I was like, man, niggas will find a way to get Rico. like,
well,
but,
yeah, the
but like, look, no, but
dumb ones.
this is the thing though too. Like, some of what they saying is accurate, right? And it's like what they trying to get across to us is that like some of the things that we've experienced in our trauma filled life are actual transferable skills, right? Some of these things that you've taken on, like he said, you know what I'm saying, being risk averse. You know what I'm saying? Like you found out like, oh, I could play, you know, I could take some risk and play with this guy, but I can't take risk and play with that guy. But and you see the difference in the situations, and you can
Plus
easily
penitentiary risk.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we can figure out a way to get that going this way, and it's less of a risk rather than like running into somewhere and doing it like this. Like, oh, them niggas is only good for doing that. Then okay, that's cool, but keep them over there because they can only do that kind of shit. They don't actually have the ability. Like a lot of shit in the streets shows you GWC before you know what GWC is. And for anybody who don't know what GWC is, it's like you get it, want it, and had a capacity to do it.
Take it
So
from the
like
book Traction, y'all.
with some traction. And a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you learn out in the streets quick how to read who want to do that and who play with it, them roles. And you find that out from like the hard way a lot of times, like giving people opportunities and they can't play them roles and can't do that shit. You figure out you got the wrong person in the right seat and shit like that. Um, but the key is you can't just transfer these things without doing a mental transformation because you'll drag shit over into this side of the world that like does not comply, you know what I'm saying, the same kind of way. Like some of the transferable skills that we pick up over here don't work. One thing going back to um the first video, this is a big thing, and I see this all the time with a lot of niggas I know that did shit like consulting for major companies as somebody who's done it on the other side. When I first came into like the crypto space and I started going to these big conferences, every time I went there was all these dudes who was there with like a CIA or FBI agent, and they were hackers, and I would hang out with them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because they was like the criminals that was there. I felt comfortable around them dudes, and they was telling me like basically they got caught and they had an option. You know what I'm saying? We can give you 189,000 years in jail, or you can come and consult for us, work for us, and show us what these motherfuckers is doing. You know what I'm saying? And live good and eat good. And so here we are, toasting and smoking and chilling, and you know what I'm saying, on the top of the Ritz in downtown LA. Yeah, that's a way better choice than sitting inside of that pen. You know what I'm saying? So, there's
Before
something to
that, you have to work for the feds, and a lot of, I mean, it's a risk versus reward, right? And to your point, many of our transferable skills are, we don't see them as transferable skills, right? When he mentioned about the risk adverseness, right? I'm thinking not only of the penitentiary chances, but I'm thinking about the network of people you keep, right? As well
yeah,
as like what can happen. Like I know working in sales for what I do now, when I'm having a bad day, I think of these people aren't going to kill me. And I think
yes,
back at a different time. I don't know if the statute of limitations is over for it, but there's been a couple things that I have done
yeah,
that that I shouldn't be here. And
yeah,
maybe one day we'll start telling some of our stories just
in
about how we
the
got here, right?
about 10 years.
And then that'll play into kind of one of the series we're both working on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But back to the transferable skills, like, being able to read people is a very good skill. Like you mentioned, like I can fuck with this guy, but I can't fuck with that guy. You pick that up in the streets. You pick that up in jail. You don't pick that up. You can't learn that from college. Yeah, they give you a psychology book, but what does it really do? Right? Unless you've experienced it, unless you've been in the den with criminals, then you're never going to understand what they're capable of.
To a degree, yeah. Capable is the right word because it's like the depths of the capacity. You don't really know like the different kind of reactions that I like. Every cat don't attack the same way when you put them in a corner. Like they're gonna attack,
Yeah.
but every cat don't get back into the corner and react the same way. And the more that you've been out there and seen examples of it, the more you're prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? You can be, and those kind of things, don't come out of Harvard courses. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. So
Hmm. Um, Another one. Well, I don't know. How you feeling on this topic? You ready to move through?
yeah, I think we touched on everything through there.
For sure, for sure. What you think about? You hear there's 12,000 people that died in Iran that
Did
the
not hear
government
about this.
killed
Tell
them,
me more.
huh?
Tell me anything, nigga. 12,000 people, and who did it?
12,000. Here, I'm gonna play the clip from Coleon Noir. Go follow him too. He's got some good videos repping the 2A. And I think this is important. I'm gonna get into something else right after that. The
Oh, I did
California
hear
thing.
about this shit. Yeah, niggas start popping off in Iran,
Yeah,
right?
they're gonna watch. I'm gonna tie it in together. We'll tie it in together, all right?
Yeah.
Because you are one of the one homies I got who I could really talk about guns with, and not just on no crime shit.
Yeah.
Of thousands of people being slaughtered. They're seeing just things you can't even believe are real.
So are we just not going to talk about this? Because this right here, this is exactly what they tell us could never happen again.
A new report by Iran International is claiming that 12,000, yes, 12,000 people have now been slaughtered by the regime in the revolution happening in real time in Iran.
12,000 people slaughtered by their own government. And before somebody says, well, that's over there. No, this is happening right now in 2026.
There's a video going around Telegram of just body bags everywhere. I don't know. Obviously, I don't think we can show it here, but I showed it to my wife this morning, and she's like, stop, I can't watch this. It was just the street were literally just lined with body bags and people just weeping.
Body bags lining the streets, and we're supposed to pretend that the idea of a tyrannical government is some outdated conspiracy theory?
They're using lethal weapons against people who have no weapons and are using sticks and stones to come out onto the street.
I want you to listen to that again. Lethal weapons against people with sticks and stones.
Right.
This is the reality when the government has all the power and the people have none.
I've actually talked to a doctor who told me he has.
You look like you got something.
I just can't wrap my head around people who are like, let's get rid of the guns.
Yeah, facts.
Like, what world did you grow up in? Trust you, like, and the same people that be like, let's get rid of the guns will spend the entire day complaining to you about Trump.
The same.
You just got done telling me that this nigga's a tyrant. You just got done telling me that this nigga's a fucking Nazi. You just got done telling me that he needs to be stopped. And then in the next fucking sentence, you be like, and we should give up these motherfucking guns. I'm like, if everything you're saying is true,
then we definitely don't need to give up the guns.
But I give up my motherfucking guns.
Yeah.
Let's say you're right.
Let's just say you're right. Let's just imagine you're right.
And give up the guns works into that how?
Please tell me.
Colleagues who have been told not to operate on anybody who has a gunshot wound.
But it gets worse.
Pharmacists who have been told to document the names of those who come in for anything pertaining to wound care. people are reluctant to go into hospitals because the regime officials are coming in there and taking names and arresting people.
Wow.
They cut the internet, they cut the electricity, they track the wounded. They don't even have freedom of speech because you can't speak if you're silenced. And yet, every time people like me talk about why the Second Amendment exists, we're told we're paranoid. We're told we're outdated. We're told to just trust the government. Show me enough.
What did you just say? What did you just say? But
Meanwhile,
more important, like, look, I know our country's not the best and it's done a lot of its people wrong,
America.
but we have the ability to say that our country ain't shit. And if they got a problem, as in the government, they can come get it. And we have that choice. Now, is it legal or illegal? Maybe. But we still have the choice. We have that opportunity. I think I'm gonna cut the video right there.
But
to
yeah,
play this
bro,
next. Huh? Go ahead.
that that ties it up in the perfect knot, bro, and it's happening right now.
Yeah.
Like, as if the genocide in Palestine wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to see this. And I mean, they just flew in with 20 guys and snatched somebody else president.
Yo. For real.
Which makes me feel like this though. Like, fuck, dude, do it even matter? Because like,
Yeah, it does. Because I'd rather look, I'd rather die for
have a
something.
chance.
I'd rather die for something than live for nothing.
I'd rather have a fucking chance is the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I'd rather
That
have
part.
it and malfunction than I didn't just have no fucking chance at all.
That part.
But I kind of got like, I was tripping out, bro, when they was talking about how them dudes, 20 of them came and knocked out hundreds to get to the president and take him like that. And like they did something that started making us bend over and vomit and spit out blood and shit. Like, what the fuck these niggas got, bro? Like, damn. And you start
For
thinking
real.
about these drones and these damn robotic dogs, and niggas got to fight the Terminator shit and everything. But it's like, yeah, it's only gonna go down a certain end. How much of that shit do they got?
Yeah. That part. Like, you got to remember,
You
it's
ain't
only
made
made.
600,000 of those, nigga. You might have a couple of those for LA, a couple for New York, a couple for fucking Florida somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got them everywhere, bro.
No, they don't have them everywhere. But think about this: by the time they released them to us, they've already had a shit ton.
Right. They've been running through hella prototypes.
Yeah.
These
So-
are the prototypes.
So hey, really, so it's not all bad though, right? So we did get some new news specifically out of California, which this being
Right.
there, I don't know, it's making me kind of want to come back now that I hear this.
Nah. You know how shit is out here, nigga. It'll be for this week, nigga. That shit passed, nigga. Next week, nigga, somebody will fucking have that
I'm here
shit.
today with a quick update about
My
an
bad.
important appellate
Yep.
decision affecting your rights as a gun owner in California. On January 2nd, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, that's a federal appellate court, ruled that California's ban on open carry in counties with more than 200,000 people was unconstitutional. So let's take a step back and explain what the law was beforehand and how this decision impacted that. Before this decision, California absolutely banned, permit or otherwise, any open carry in a county with more than 200,000 people. With counties less than 200,000 people, you're technically allowed to get a permit to open carry in those counties, but practically speaking, almost no one, in fact, no one has been located to have ever gotten such a permit to open carry in counties with less than 200,000
Literally,
people.
no one's ever been found and been given that permit. That's crazy. That's hella crazy, bro. Like, yeah, you know, it's technically they say you can, but
We haven't given
in
it
the
to
history
anybody.
of human beings ever been able to locate anybody who got that permit cleared. Crazy. Carry on, my bad. That was
The
too
Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit Federal Court said that the ban on open carry in counties with more than 200,000 people was unconstitutional. So what does that mean today? Can you run out and carry in San Francisco and LA? Right now, no. The appellate court is yet to issue what's called its mandate.
So close, but so far, right?
Yeah, bro. Like it sounds nice. Like it always sounds nice when they get to doing this shit. But you know, Gavin ain't slept a fucking second since he heard about this shit. And
Tell
he
me
by
anything.
Monday, you know what I'm saying? There'll be some kind of fucking special force set up to stop it.
Let's keep going.
which is an instruction to the district court to enter a judgment. And even before that happens, the state can try to ask for a rehearing en banc, which is to ask the entire Ninth Circuit to look at this issue. In addition, the state could appeal this to the U.S. Supreme Court for a further decision. So right now does not mean anything. Don't run out and open carry in a county with more than 200,000 people. Even if this decision were to still stand, the appellate court left open the possibility that California could simply enact a permitting scheme for open carry.
And there we go.
And no one's ever been able to get.
And there we have it. It's going to be $2,000
to start classes.
Just for the class.
$2,000, 6 classes, $2,000 a piece.
4 hours a class.
Counties with more than 200,000 people.
Six years of training of showing up and fucking hitting targets. After 6 years of showing that you can hit a bullseye from 1,289,000 feet away with a pistol.
No misdemeanors in the last 10 years. No infractions. No traffic tickets.
No traffic
wait and see. We'll have to see what happens down the road. If you're a U.S. Law Shield member, have any questions about this at all, feel free to call in.
The record at church.
And what church you go to. How often you attend.
Proof of attendance.
Yeah, I'm not.
You have to have served in the military, been a cop for 10 years.
But why do we want the cops to have them? They're more trigger happy than civilians.
Come on now.
Like that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like you ever know how many times have you talked to an officer? And like I said earlier in our conversation, you're one of the few homies I have where we could actually talk about guns and not even for anything, just for the love of guns, for hunting, for what they're used for defense, for going to gun shows, right? How many times have you talked to a cop who knows nothing about fucking guns
or the laws related to them?
I remember I saw this one in Orange County right before we went to the fair, and I was like,
women, baby. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Pat.
It's all good. Say hi.
Oh my goodness.
This is real life, like we said.
Oh my goodness. I'm live on the pub, and the baby is screaming. Go get your mother. Go get your mother.
But we've been able to talk about guns.
My bad.
Don't be sorry, nigga. Life of a dad.
Yeah, my bad, bro.
Don't be sorry. They ain't no my bad. This is what happens in real life.
Screaming and shit.
Daddy, I get mad at you over a lot of shit. I'll never get mad at you for being a father. Straight up. Man. So, but nah. So, and you just talk to these cops, and yet people think that they are the supreme beings of guns.
Right.
When no, it's just a tool they use for their job.
I mean, same thing with the way that they drive and shit like that. Like, I see them blowing lights all the time, turning on shit just because they don't feel like waiting, running through the red lights.
You told me a story just recently about a cop that you passed. You want to share that with the pod?
Wait, which one? Because
the one where he was on his phone speeding, or you were speeding, and he had to pass up the other nigga who was driving too slow after scared.
I had to go around the nigga real quick and everything, and then the cop passed him up. I'm like, oh, is he coming to get me? No, he was just happy to not be behind the guy that was driving slow too. Yeah, bro. We pulled up to the thing. He signaled me to go first. I'm like, you beat me to the thing, but then I see he on his phone, so I'm like, fuck, he on his phone. He don't give a fuck about nothing, man. He trying to get his baby mama to stop tripping.
Mind you, being on your phone in California is illegal.
Man,
it's a no hands
thing. They phone all day long, bro.
He
ain't tripping.
So there you go. It's like, are you above the law? Like, why do we put them above on guns?
Yeah. Special guns that they can have that nobody else can have. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this creates a disdain between like the most law-abiding citizens, you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, and the law enforcement. Just automatically, you just keep creating these barriers, you know what I'm saying, between the people and them, and they supposed to be the people too. It's just that for a couple hours a day, they sign up to protect and serve the other people.
Mm-hmm.
I've been getting worried about the officers. Not really worried, but I've been feeling like white people should be worried. I feel like white people should be having private conversations with their officer friends, because it's like you need to be sitting down your kids as officers and being like, at what point does something come down that you're not going to enforce?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it that we could find out that our politicians and the people in charge are doing that's so bad that we could be like, let's stop protecting them. I don't care. I'm not coming to protect that shit. You know what I'm saying? It should be something. There should be a line where like everything that they put on paper as a law, you're not just going, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not a walk off the force type situation. I don't want you to walk off the force because now it's useless. I want the force to be like, no, that's the end of the line.
We're not
Mutiny.
enforcing this.
No, mutiny. Mutiny.
So,
We're killing
for
the guy that
instance-
told us to do it. Matter of fact, who told us to do it? Because
For instance, on Donald Trump's first time in office, I remember there was quite a few cities that their police and their jail system said we're not going to comply with the federal government as far as kicking people out, right? Like even jails, they weren't turning over to immigration.
Oh yeah. So who inspired that? But see, that's the there's so much of a fucking political reason behind that, to where I could probably trace the money that inspired that.
Quite possibly.
Like we could find the money. I want this shit to happen with no money behind it. We the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like
You the people. Yeah.
type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gotta have like a hey, that's too far away from the constitutional line thing. Like I get that this thing assists us in our job, but it's too far into the pushing the like I'm not gonna install that into my county. We're not doing that here. I don't care. We got to just keep doing old-fashioned police work here.
That's how I feel about the booster seats in California.
This type shit, like a booster seat for, like my daughter Egypt about to be 11, but she's skinny. Like according to her weight, she'll be in a booster seat till she's 17 out here.
Yeah.
But really, it's just like the cops is like, fuck it. It just gives us a reason to stop every black and Mexican that we want to stop that have more than one person in the car. Because all we got to do is just kind of guess, is that person in the back seat tall enough to not have a booster seat? I don't know how your mother's gonna get around.
Man,
well, look, I'm not joking at all when I say that.
No, I know.
No, I was dead ass serious when I said that. I was like, wait a minute.
Let's say you and me, right? Just you and me in the car together. We both get haircuts. We both shave our beards. We both have young-looking faces. 40 is a fuck. But to people outside the race, they don't know how old we really are.
Right. I did the caliber thing and got rid of all my grays and all this and everything. I still look 20-something.
And I'll give you a perfect example. One of the last times I bought alcohol at the store, right? There was a young black kid behind me, but it was like I couldn't tell if she was white or Hispanic or one of those white Hispanics. And she, sir, I need to see your card. I was like, I swear. She's like, the guy's behind me. Nah, let OG buy it. You don't need his card. But again, I was like, this is a perfect example. Like they can tell, he's my uncle. He's uncle. You can't tell. You think I'm with him.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people too. Like, you know, why you brought up this topic, I be noticing how like I can tell an African when I see an African, right?
Yes.
Not only just African, I can tell that's an East African. I can tell that nigga Somalian. I can tell this nigga's motherfucking Ethiopian. I can tell this nigga's Nigerian. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell who's who and what's what from, you know what I'm saying? I can spot a South African from a mile away. Like
Kenyans.
All of this shit. You can see the difference between them. You know what I'm saying? Even like to some degree, you can catch like Belizeans and Haitians a little bit.
Sometimes,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
sometimes.
Jamaicans kind of look a little bit more like us until you hear them talk. I'm just talking about just
Same with Dominicans.
you know what I'm
Dominicans and
saying?
some Puerto Ricans.
Yeah,
Cubans as
you know what
well.
I'm
Like
saying? They kind of look like light skinned niggas and shit. But
sometimes they be dark as us. I got a neighbor, bro. I thought this nigga was one of us,
he
bro.
pissed you off.
And I'm talking about he was in J's. He was dressed like us, bro. And I was like, hey man, what's going on? He had this LA shirt. And I was like, what's up, man? What part of the city you from? Okay. So now I gotta switch him into Spanish. ¿Qué haces?
¿Qué pasa, mi amigo?
¿Dónde eres?
¿Dónde
Then,
eres?
like, he broke out in that other Spanish, bro. That I
conquistador shit.
Nah, that island Spanish. And I was like, ah, shit. You're Dominican, okay. Okay. And it's funny that I could tell the difference between those accents now, like between the Mexican accents and the Dominican, Puerto Rican, and
hell yeah. Hey, look, the South taught me that too, because motherfuckers be like, oh, he Mexican. I'm like, that's not a Mexican.
Not at all.
He's not Mexican. You don't even sound like even love it.
For real. I don't that much Spanish, I can tell you. He don't sound Mexican.
You remember I was in college, I had a roommate from Spain. That nigga spoke Spanish. I was looking at that nigga like, what is that he's speaking? What is that? You speak other languages, Felix? No, just Spanish. That wasn't Spanish.
That was not Spanish.
This stuff they speak here, that is not Spanish. What I speak is Spanish. I was mad.
I don't know. There's more Spanish speakers in the Americas than there are in Europe. Just saying.
My whole thing is that I be laughing at the essays that not the but the Mexicans would be like, oh, he don't speak Spanish, he not really Mexican. Like, he don't speak colonizer, he not really as Mexican as you because he doesn't speak the like second oldest European language. It's like you know, Spanish is from Spain, which is in the continent of Europe. This is the whitest shit you could do. It's the most gringo thing you can do, to speak the language of the colonizers. But he tried to tell niggas that. You know, like trying to, it's like it
traded
it's
one
trying to tell niggas about their mega churches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Everybody laugh, but everybody getting up tomorrow to go back to that motherfucker.
So you talk about the Drewski skit.
Gotta do it.
Hey,
Gotta do it.
found that hilarious. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Man, it's everywhere. Pull it up somewhere. Everybody's seen it though.
Everybody's seen it, but I think
funny because it's relatable.
Yeah, well,
like, I didn't even laugh the first time I seen it. I felt sad. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so relatable that I felt sad.
I didn't laugh at that. I laughed at the reactions to it. As far
I haven't
as
seen the bad reactions that I keep hearing about. Have you seen? I mean, I seen the one pastor. I thought that was AI though. The nigga that was in there with the chicken and all the shit in front of him, and he was saying some shit about. I thought, like, this is AI, right? He was cussing.
I think that one was AI.
I don't know for sure, but I'm like, I think that's AI. But I didn't see nobody with a bad reaction to it. I seen the kind of people that I knew had something to say to it being silent about it. And then I seen, because they know, you know how you just be quiet and keep dealing with your abuser. It's Stockholm syndrome. They're gonna go back. They like to tell themselves their church isn't like that. My church ain't like that. My pastor good. He called by God.
So look, I'm gonna show some of these that I can see. I'm just gonna scroll through them real quick because it's on YouTube. But yeah, us growing up in church, I think a lot of this, it probably hit a little closer to home for us because we've gone to these revivals and things.
West Coast Believers conventions.
Yeah.
They're training to fight off the enemy.
The Benny Hinn conventions.
Academy.
Line saying, you've done
like this, right? Here, I'm just.
Drewski was attacking Christianity.
Based off of real.
I think he was talking about the antics, and I'm going to show you some clips and also what Channing had to say about it from the pivot. Let's get into it, guys.
called the Flying Pastor. Look at him go. Pastor Bartholomew Orr says his church in Mississippi has been using the flying equipment for several years for Christmas services.
We actually have a company that comes in, installs it, takes our people through a flight school just to make sure that everything is safe.
So
actually, I wasn't.
Pastor has been mocked by some who call him.
Huh?
They paying for all that shit with your tithes and offering money.
That part. And what does that have to do with the word of God? Like, I mean, I'm so sick of Christians saying that they walk with Jesus, but then they don't do the type of shit Jesus would have done.
Well, come on now, look. If we really believe in this book, he said, all these works and greater works will you do in my name. I'm fucking 40 years old. I've been to all these conventions and all these churches and all this shit, and I ain't never seen a greater work, nigga. Why the fuck you didn't just walk out the sky under his name if it's real? Like, are we talking about something that's real? Like, do we believe the book, or is it just the fucking part about going to heaven afterwards?
Exactly. Either you believe it or you don't.
Or you don't. Because if we're going to do antics, why do antics when apparently there's no caveat to him saying you can do all these things that I did? He didn't say if you do this, and that. He said you could do it. Why the fuck you ain't come in flying? For real. Why are you doing the fake Hollywood antics that Beyonce do? You know what I'm saying? If you got the real thing, if your God is real, like why can't he show?
Well, so the thing I'm talking about is you turn my house into a den of thieves.
Come on.
Like, that's exactly what's going on here. Like, y'all mad at Drewski for this shit. Let's keep going in this video. Hold on. But
a Beyonce wannabe.
Believe God as long as I want to. If I want to believe God for a $65 million plane, you cannot stop me. You cannot stop me from dreaming. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Look at him whooping him. Did he hear? Take it. Take it. Did he hear? The funniest.
Let's see.
They have to sow 10,000. But Lord said, I want to make a multi-millionaire out of someone, but they have to sow $10,000. He said, and they have to do that within 90 seconds. If you're going to do it, get it now, write the check. If you do this, God said, I'm going to make you a multi.
I would have wrote it without having the 10,000 in the bank. I would have wrote the check. I would have I would have tested God right now. I'd have beat the 90-second rule. I'd have seen what he was talking about. I'd have stepped out in faith and wrote the check, threw it right in the pot.
Our churches, it was funny. Why are people so serious? Kind of remind me of what happened in Jacksonville with the reporter, but
I hit dog holler.
Bingo.
Live in abundance. Looking for money from these people that don't have the money. All these plastic, shallow life
You
going.
is right. I haven't seen too many.
That's the answer to your question.
I
hit dog
keep hearing about it.
Yeah, it's
keep hearing about.
There's nowhere in the Bible that says you have to live. You have to live that.
You know,
extravagant life. You need to have a private jet. I'm gonna pay for your private jet. Or what?
Backlash from the mega, but there really isn't any backlash. Like what? Who would put themselves out there to get called out? You know what I'm saying? Who can say something bad? It's better off just to ignore it. You're better off making a joke about it when you ask for the offering this week than getting mad. You better off being up there on stage and saying, if I can get my Drewski on for a minute, y'all, it's time for the tithes and offering, and get everybody to laugh. And then everybody got that out, and now they hand over their check. You get up there all indignant and shit, niggas gonna get tight, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna see it inside. You're gonna see it, but nobody's actually mad, bro, because the shit was too funny.
People,
I haven't seen them, bro. You know, I follow a lot of church people, and I didn't see none of them mad. Actually, nobody. It's not real. It's the. It's all the PR team, bro. And it's a good skit.
The church, we deserve that rebuke. We can say he's playing with God and everything. The challenge is we've given him the fodder for that.
This is how everybody
although
is reacting, bro. Like,
0.1% of how most people view, it's got through 7.
You
God would give us
you're not gonna
what's going
find
on, but it's a
I tried to find it too, but there's no real rebuttals.
And what really made this thing so?
Drewski's
so fucking
making
funny.
fun of megachurch culture, and my first reaction was actually not offense; it was recognition, right? Because isn't he?
Because nowadays these niggas is so motherfucking media trained, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like this isn't the 1980s, 1990s, you know what I'm saying? Church. This is the very well media trained church. You know what I'm saying? They have PR teams too. They know better than to just jump off and respond back like they got attacked. Their PR team is like, no, we own it. We say we're gonna do better. We call it fodder. You hear that good word that he brought out? That was a PR word if I ever heard it. Yeah, we gave him the fodder to do it. I said, yeah, that nigga's talking with his PR rep. Yeah, you don't just come out the womb with that.
Hell yeah.
You talk to somebody, they're well trained.
Well, shit, dog. I don't have anything else really, man.
Man, yeah, buddy. Tell me anything. We tried to give out some money and niggas didn't show up to get the money. Thank you. Shout out to everybody that let me keep some money in my pocket. My kids appreciate it. I'm gonna get with the team. We're gonna figure out a way to do another sweepstakes again, and this time y'all gonna know about it.
Tell me anything. Why do we have 52% of our views coming from non-subscribers? So y'all are looking at us, but you're not subscribing.
Tap the button.
Tap the button.
Please. You know what I'm saying? The women.
Oh, yes.
We're trying to get some women on here. Be on the lookout. Tell me anything. The Tell Me Anything podcast is going to have some women come on, and we're going to be discussing some things that's going on in our communities as far as relationships go.
Women's point of view.
We want women's point of views. We're going to give you the male point of views. We're going to try to resolve and get to some understanding on some things. Not necessarily resolve, but find understanding.
We also want to laugh together for it. And I want to leave y'all, my closing remark for the ladies is, how do I say this? Do y'all ever have that feeling sometimes where you look at a dude and you be like, I'd hit. He ain't that cute, but I'd hit. I really wanted to know that. You know what I mean? Because I know I do. Like, I want to know if I'm I'd hit. Like,
stupid, kid. I'm done with you.
I'm serious.
I'm glad you call them ladies and not females.
I was gonna call them bitches, but I felt that was too inappropriate.
But you know how when we say female, sometimes it sounds like bitch light. Anyway, we looking forward to get some ladies on here.
So watch us on Instagram. Watch us here. Until next time, y'all. 7's out.
Shalom. 7's out.